morning, Stilly fans. How is everyone doing today? I hope we are all doing well. Boy, what a fucked up day yesterday was. Yeah. But no, seriously, I hope y'all are doing well today. I figured since I was 2 hours late yesterday, I could at least be 1 minute early today. You're welcome. So, here's what happened. I got fucked up. I don't know how I got fucked up, but I got fucked up. I may have caught something at work from somebody. Maybe not. I don't want to blame them. Because for a second I thought, fuck, maybe I have COVID or something again. I've had COVID before. I was afraid of getting it because of all the shit in the news and everything else. I thought, fuck, if I get COVID, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. And then I got COVID. And I was like, well, my wife and I are prime candidates to be dead if we get COVID. She's got a few extra pounds on her. I've got a few extra crates of pounds on me. I have hard enough time breathing and walking and staying upright as it is. She's normal. I have asthma. She doesn't. So if I got COVID, I'm going to fucking die. And then I got COVID. And I didn't die. But I also didn't run out like a little whiny bitch and get the fucking vaccines. Yeah, that's right. Okay, look. If you felt the need to follow what your government told you and you ran out and got a vaccine as soon as you could, believe me, I was thinking that way. I was like, damn, I hope they hurry up and come up with a vaccine. I can't wait to get the fucking vaccine. But then the vaccines turned political. And I thought, wait a second. Don't fucking tell me what to do. This is my body, motherfucker. I get it now, women. This is my body, motherfucker. Who are you to tell me what to do and what I put in my body? What? I get it. Okay, but for what it's worth, women, I was all for abortion and pro-choice even before COVID, okay? Sorry. And you know what? It's funny because I've always thought, man, I'm like the one Republican, but you know what? I'm not a Republican. I'm registered as a Democrat. So it fucking works. Anyways, so something happened. And for the record, I never got any vaccines for COVID. What I did do is go to a clinic and I got an IV. It lasted about maybe 45 minutes to an hour. I got an IV of monoclonal antibodies, which were basically trained assassins that were poured directly into my bloodstream. And they were trained to hunt down COVID and beat the shit out of it. And that they did. I had the fucking A team running around. They were blowing up fucking everything. And you know what? The worst it got was like stuffy nose. But the way that Loma Linda treated me way after I had COVID is, well, no, I'm not worried about damaging anyone's reputation. I don't appreciate the way they treated me afterwards. I don't appreciate the way they treated me. I don't appreciate the way they fucking treated me. I was fucking irritated as a motherfucker when I went there, like 10 days or 2 weeks plus after having it. I was clearly, when I tore my intercostal muscle, I was clearly in fucking pain. And they blamed that on fucking COVID. Yeah, whatever. Fucking noobs. But hey, you know what? Let's not talk shit on the Seventh-day Adventists. They have a pretty cool place out there. I hate that every time I go out to advanced urgent care at Loma Linda, that I'm there for 6 hours, at least 6 hours before I can come home. I can't stand that shit at all. And then the one time I checked myself in because of my leg, whoa, hold on a second. Do we have someone new? I think we do. Get in there, Stilly. Just Bougie. Is that your name? Just Bougie? Just Bougie. Sounds French. Just Bougie. Hey there, how you doing? I'm doing great. Wait a second. That sounded like a generic response there. But hey, welcome to the stream. I give everybody a chance. You're not new yet by... sent by Lady Asylum, huh? Lady Asylum, my female knight in shining armor. It's funny, you pop up and you say that, because Lady Asylum did for me. I came back to this stream later on, and I was talking about what I went through at Loma Linda when I tore my intercostal muscle, and I didn't know what the problem was, but she fucking diagnosed me just by asking me a few questions, and what she said was, it appeared to be correct. She did for me in about 45 seconds what Loma Linda failed to do for me in 6+ hours. And they treated me like shit. So, for being a phlebotomist, she knows her shit. I am sad that her career was cut short. She's still alive, I hope, right? She is still alive. I haven't really seen her around, but I've seen her. The last time I think I saw an online trace of her was about probably 2 or 3 months ago. Did you say, okay, hold on a second. Did you say yent by Lady Asylum? Did you mean to be sent by Lady Asylum? Or because you said, you're welcome? Because what? You're pink. Hold on. Are you Lady Asylum? You went by Lady Asylum. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, anyways, she's a great girl. Yeah, so. But you know what? On Twitch, we all have problems from time to time, right? We all have shit we got to deal with. You're here bright and early, too. Cool. So, yeah, that's the one story I love telling. Even if whenever I get my blood drawn, I'll ask them, I'll say, so what do you have to do to be a phlebotomist? Like, are you required to know all this other stuff? They don't like to talk too much when they're drawing your blood. They want to get you in and out. You just had your thyroid out. Damn. And you feel horrible. Damn. You're supposed to feel better when things get taken out, I thought. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I have that correct. Yeah, you're supposed to feel better, I thought. Well, maybe you just feel bad because... Maybe you feel horrible because it just happened and you're healing up. A thyroid. I've always heard of a thyroid condition. I always thought a thyroid was something in your neck. I always think this, but that's my Adam's apple wherever I have it hidden. There's so much fat around it. I don't think I have an Adam's apple anymore. I have like a crate of apples, but shit, I don't know. I always thought a thyroid, but you know what? I'm no doctor. But a thyroid. I don't know much about thyroids, hypothyroidism, and having them taken out, but I know that every now and then they go batshit crazy like a piece of RAM, and they got to be removed. and I don't know what it does, but I think it throws off the balance of your body, and you have to have all these pills and chemicals and shit, or you have to take a pill or something. That's all I know. I'm sorry. I am not a medical expert. Shit, I'm barely a chemist with all the fucking vitamins and minerals and shit I've been mixing up and taking. You had a bad thyroid, so they had no choice but to take it out. They don't have like replacements. They can't like get like a. They don't. I guess thyroids aren't on like the organ donor list, huh? Because you gotta figure people are good for. Oh wait, hold on. I'm mixing up thyroids with like lymph whatevers. You know what? Never mind. Ignore what I'm saying. I'm sorry. But is it for the better? Because there's one thing I've learned about operations is if you are fucking miserable and you need an operation and it's supposed to make, man, I don't even know that. Yes and no. There you go. That's the correct answer. Yes and no. Because it's like, you know what? I was gone yesterday partly because of cellulitis in my left leg, which is funny. It's not funny, but it's funny, but it's really not. It's funny weird because my right leg looks like a fucking sausage and my left leg looks like a partly deflated sausage. Yet the left leg is the one that got infected. Oh, don't be. That's what happens. So I took on this job. I don't mean this Twitch job, but kind of, yeah, but no. I took on this job working with trains and stuff. My present employer, not Twitch. I took on this job in 2016 and I've put on 60 pounds since. But in 2011, I was diagnosed with advanced arthritis. Yeah, at I wasn't even 70. Shit, I wasn't even 50. Shit, I wasn't even 40. Anyways, no laughing matter though. I was diagnosed with advanced arthritis on my left hip, and you know I'm kind of dumb like that sometimes. I mean I'm one of the smarter guys that you'll come across because I know all kinds of stupid facts and I know all kinds of chemistry and I know how to make a really fucking great bread pudding, and I will fucking whip you up a batch of red velvet cannolis, white chocolate red velvet filled cannolis like it's no one else's business, because that's the Italian carb lover in me. But yeah, you could say that. I mean, I wear a different hat, but yeah, I survived a contract takeover, which is good because I'm 1 for 2 for surviving contract takeovers. But if I had survived the first contract takeover, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. And you know what? I'm kind of glad that I'm at where I'm at right now because I was working for the city and I was corrupt. I mean, I wasn't corrupt, but I was corrupt. It's just when you work for a city and the city just keeps telling you to do evil things, and that's just the way your job has to be, after a while, it kind of becomes the norm. And on my last day on my way home, I felt like I was getting out of prison. I felt so free. And I felt bad because, you know, I like to think I have integrity, and I do, but I know that I had probably I had plotted against some people in the city and done some things I probably shouldn't have done, but it was all in the interest of doing a better job and cleaning up the streets and doing things and you know what? Would I take any of it back? Maybe 1 or 2 things. One thing I wish I would have never have done was called up the police station and said, "Yeah, my boss just returned that car. Please take out those half sheets." Why did I protect that motherfucker when he is the one who let me go? What he did was a felony that day, and I should have left it. I should have left those half sheets in the system. So later on, when the guy who he gave the car back to went to the police station to tell them that the car was towed from the driveway and that it was in the street. Photos show that. When he told the cops that his car was towed from the driveway and he wanted to file a complaint and blah blah blah, the cops said, "We have no record of this car being towed." What they would have said is, "Huh, yeah, we show this car, it's in the system. How do you have it back?" And then they would have hopefully towed it again, but that didn't happen. But then they would have said, "Huh, this is interesting because your car was towed and there's only one way to get it back, and that's to go through the DMV. But yet here you have your car. Who gave you your car back?" Ah, that would have been fucking great. Folks, if you have a corrupted boss and you don't really like them that much and you butt heads with them and they do something, do not protect them. Let them CYA on their own. I mean, if I had done that, maybe I wouldn't be here today. Maybe I would still be working for the city with a better boss. But who are we kidding? That city has a habit of hiring bad people. How's the wife? The wife is... Oh! I get it. Hold on, I'm sorry. Lady Asylum, why didn't you change your name? Okay. You said you went by. You went by. Not you were just at the channel and you stopped in. That was the name you went by. Got it. Click, 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 click. Welcome back. Sorry. I was like, man, how'd you know I was married already? How'd you know I was married? She's doing fine, thank you. You're just tired. Oh, really? I hear you. You can't always choose the name. Well, hold on. You can usually choose the name. Yeah, because that's why I chose Stillyvision. Because Stilly was taken. I don't know who Stilly is, but I ought to fight them and take their name. Welcome back. She's doing okay. I mean, she's working. And I don't know. It's hard to say what. I mean, it's not. She's doing okay, but she's got a lower back issue at this point. Something happened. She got a little injured, but she's okay. I mean, she is what she is. But, she's put on a few extra pounds. You know what? She's developed some bad habits. I have been a bad husband, it seems. And I feel that, well, you know what? Growing up, we were always pinching pennies, and my dad was never wanting to spend anything. My mom would always spend everything she could. My mom had no problem spending stuff, but my dad was always saving, blah, blah, blah. He's kind of built an empire now because of this. And now that they're both retired and they're pretty much near the end of life, they're still saving. And we kind of grew up, in that era of, hey, we're not sure where the next food's going to come. We did not live paycheck to paycheck. We were maybe mid-grade of everything. I'm not bragging, but we lived a comfortable life as children. Both parents worked. They provided great for us. We didn't live in a mansion. There was a lot of things we had to do without. We weren't just given anything we wanted, that's for sure. But when I got my promotion, I call it stupid money, because at the time when I got my promotion, I was making like shit. I was making like $32,000 a year. Oh my God. and we were barely making it meet. I had to sell guns in order to stay employed. And I thought, you know what, just a little longer, just a little longer. And I was getting pissed, and I was using that that anger to fuel my rage to look for another job. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to give myself a raise. My raise was 50 cents. Now when I get a raise, it's like $4. But like we just got a $12 raise over the next 3 years. So, all right, great. But here's the problem. When I started making more money and better money, it took me like a year before I actually started spending money on anything. And then before you know it, I'm buying stuff for the house, and I was buying all kinds of things. I bought, yeah, I got you can't see it's off camera here, but I got a box. I'll show you. I actually went out and got a box with a bunch of little containers in it, and these are numbered. And what I was going to do was going to plant seeds because I love gardening. And yeah, so I bought some seeds, not just any seeds. These seeds are fucking crazy seeds. Japanese black sticky corn. All right. I don't know why I got that, but I wanted it. Royal golden watermelon. You know, shit like this. And it's not just that. Orange thyme, Chinese red meat radish, lemon balm, goji berry, black goji berry. Oh, I need to get those planted. Japanese Minowase daikon radish. Because radish, it looks like that. Lots more slicing to do. Anyways, there is, if you like to garden, Cylindra beets. Now I'm going to tell you something. This isn't really a secret, but it kind of is. If you like to plant, packed by Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company. Okay. If you like to plant and you like cool shit, huckleberry, then let me tell you what you might want to try to do. There is a website, I think it's called rareseeds.com. Yes. rareseeds.com. Don't pay attention to that name. Well, pay attention because that's the website. rareseeds.com. When you go to that website, they have a crazy selection of shit. And I mean it just like that. They have a crazy selection of all kinds of seeds from everywhere. It is worth paying $15 for their catalog. It's like that thick. It is almost as thick as the JCPenney's catalog. It is thick. You want radish? They got like 20 different kinds of radish. You want tomatoes? Oh my God. They've got like 100 different kinds of tomatoes. They've got the big and beefy. They got the house mortgage or whatever it's called. They've got everything. They got the jelly bean tomatoes. They got the cherry tomatoes. They've got the stripies. They've got the ones that are orange, the pineapple tomatoes. They've got, like I said, they have like everything. They even have this really cool thing that I've never seen for sale before called Japanese stock. For those of you that don't know what Japanese stock are flowers that they grow in Japan, and they use them for food coloring, and they have a great smell if you just want to pick them and put them in like a vase. They will have like a spicy, musky scent. I don't grow stock, but if you like to grow stuff or you want to play around with seeds, that is an awesome place. Their seeds can get kind of pricey. I mean, $3, $4, $5 a package. So when you buy 30, 40 packages at once, yeah, I spent like $160 on seeds. And here they are, still in the box 6 years later. Because I didn't go outside to plant them, because the planter beds were falling apart and I was going to plant them after I rebuilt them. But I never really got outside to rebuild them because